The lion's share of the $5,000 prize pool, which has been provided by our friends over at Gift Your Game, will be decided during the Gauntlet. Bluey was able to sweep Flakes during their best of 5 league play matchup, and he'll be looking for a fast start today to try and deal a blow to Flakes' morale early on. It's arguably Flakes who's in form though, fresh off a win against Scrub. It's all best of 7s from now till the grand final. Let's get the first one underway. Round 1 of the Gauntlet begins with 7th place Bluey against 8th place Flakes. League play has taken its toll on both of these competitors, and now they're going to have to fight all the way through every player in the league if they want to take the win. First goal for Bluey. He's looking to replicate what he did to Flakes during league play. The 3-0 sweep must be echoing in the back of Flakes' mind. Today, Bluey wants a sweep. It's going to have to be 4 games every match in the Gauntlet. Best of 7. The play styles did not work in Flakes' favor the first time that they played. After playing the round robin league play, he's told me he considers his play style to be perhaps a little bit outdated, as it's worked wonders for him in climbing the rank ladder. But against the increased offensive prowess that this league has put him up against, he just hasn't been able to play that counter-attacking style that he wants to, and mixing in aggressive play and challenges, it's not worked out well for him. He's struggled. Today is a new day though, and he's on equal footing with Bluey. The only 2 players who will be entering the Gauntlet bracket on equal footing. 7th and 8th place in the league. Bluey's playing disciplined so far. Flakes trips him up, but doesn't have him completely boost starved, and Bluey might be able to hold on here, despite the fact that he's in a bit of an awkward spot. He needs not to waste much boost in there. Flakes does get the ball past him, and momentarily equalizes. It was a bit of a misplay by Bluey. He had the ball near him. He decided to try and get it past Flakes instead of keeping it close to the wall where it might have been safer. And we are all tied up. Bluey with a huge kickoff win though. It should be followed by a goal. Yes, it will. Again, I'm so impressed by Bluey's kickoff throughout this tournament. Definitely the player coming into the tournament with perhaps the lowest amount of ranked 1v1 historically. But his kickoff has not shown that to be at all problematic. Bluey takes to the air. There's lots of options here. He's just going to carry the ball and maybe get a piece of Flakes as well. Deciding not to go for a flip reset or the backboard there was Bluey. Flakes fails his wave dash dribble. Now Bluey's going to counter-attack as fast as he can. And what a save by Flakes to keep Bluey from taking a 2-goal lead. Still all Bluey though at the moment. And there comes Flakes with an interception. Bluey gets a piece of it. Really well done there by Bluey. It was not easy to recover after he realized Flakes was beating him to the ball. Speaking of which, Flakes does beat Bluey to the ball, this time on the ground, and ties up the match yet again. What a recovery that was by Flakes. He's managed to salvage a potentially hazardous situation and really make something of it as Bluey bumped him there. But he held his power slide on the landing and made a perfect recovery. A bit unfortunate for Bluey. He just wanted to bump Flakes out of position. He ends up bumping him right into a goal. Here comes Bluey with another early challenge. Flakes almost gets it past him, but almost is not good enough. Fake challenge by Flakes does not work out. Bluey looking for the bottom left corner. All he finds is Flakes and a bit of air. He's still in offense. This is how he beat Flakes the first time that they matched up in the league. It was all out offense, but Flakes right now is absorbing the pressure, and he takes the lead for the first time in the game. Worrying signs for Bluey. He's not been able to put Flakes in anywhere near as many awkward positions as he did the first time they matched up. Flakes might be making it 2 here. Bluey's got a tough stop. He's playing it very composed though on his goal line. Flakes was coming in for the bump attempt. Timed it a bit wrong. Still a really good opportunity for Flakes. He's got Bluey boxed in. 2 minutes left on the clock for Bluey to find a goal. He gets it underneath Flakes, but the ball has pinged away to the left side of the field. Flakes starting to move in a little bit closer. Bluey's Flakes not resulting in any goals just yet. He's not been able to punish Flakes for shadowing as close as he was there. This time Flakes is going to back off way further back. Flick is this time straight at him down the middle. 2 failed flicks by Bluey. He's going to try something different the next attack. He might not be the one making the next attack because it's now Flakes' turn. Bluey with the fake challenge. Flakes look for the top corner. Bluey saves it and recovers into the boost. He doesn't get away from the demo though, and Flakes should put in another one. Surely he's not missed it. Oh my goodness, he has. Gets another demo at the other side. But Flakes really needs to be putting in these open nets. He had a lot of time with that one. He does score this time on a defended net. Maybe that's the secret for Flakes, is don't try and score open nets. Just wait till Bluey's backhand trying to defend it and then put the ball past him. He's up by 2 now in the final minute. It's been a low-scoring affair in the first game. These two were 2 of the players with less goals per game on average compared to the rest of the players in the tournament, but still got more than this. Bluey looking for the fast recovery, and he will get round the ball for the open net. It's been all about the demos in the last minute or so. 2 back corner demos for Flakes to set up his goal. Just 1 was needed for Bluey because he did secure the open net. He wants a bit of everything now, does Bluey. He's got the ball and the boost. He's got Flakes in his sights, who does not have a lot of boost himself. What control by Bluey to put it in off the crossbar. We're all tied up with 29 seconds to go. Flakes had an awful lot of boost saved up. He pathed wonderfully over the small pads, but he didn't use it early enough. Bluey equalizes, and he muscles the ball over the top of Flakes. He's looking for the wave dash shot. Has to decide against it. Flakes was beating him to the punch. Bluey going to keep the ball in his back corner. It was a weak shot for Flakes that set up that attack, and another dribble right into the danger zone from Flakes. He doesn't get the ball past Bluey, who does get it past him. And the comeback has been completed. Bluey's up by 1 with 6 seconds to go. A couple of lackluster offensive moves by Flakes really sealed his fate there. 1 weak shot and one really heavy touch on the dribble to let Bluey back into pole position in the game. And he's going to take a 1-0 lead in this series. There's no way now for Flakes to get 2 past him. He can't even get 1. It's Bluey in the lead. Bluey's got to be feeling really confident after that first game, because he'll know he can play a lot better than what we just saw from him. That was far from his best performance this tournament. But he was still able to get the win. What a pre-jump save by Bluey to salvage a very precarious position. Now in comes Flakes going low, and he will get the first goal by rolling the ball over the top of his car and squashing it underneath Bluey at the near post. Your opponent tends to pre-jump, and as efficiency going up high, why not push the ball underneath him? That's what Flakes has done now. Not for the first time. Bluey looking to switch sides. Maybe going to start a bounce dribble off the sidewall. Take an early shot. There it is. Flakes read the play as well as he had to. Doesn't want to give Bluey a chance to get the jump on him in an aerial contest. Flakes just giving the ball away, but didn't want any chance for Bluey to have aerial plays in his half. Bluey with a mid-air demo above the crossbar will get the equalizer. And you know, he's mixed it up so well here, going for a couple of straight up air dribbles in game 1 to start off game 2. He leaves the ball behind and he snipes Flakes clean out the sky. Not much boost for Bluey though. Flakes with a kickoff goal. He's just squeezed it in off the post. And that's huge for Flakes. An open net secured. Can maybe feel a bit more confident about those next time. Still got the lead. by a single goal. Remember, he had a couple of goals to the good in game 1 before really letting Bluey back into the match and then losing it in the final minute. Flakes really needs to do more here. I don't know if this is a safe lead to be sitting on. Bluey power slide on the landing just to keep himself moving, but Flakes manages to get the turnover, a possession. Just over a minute into this game, and Bluey's going to ball chase. He looks for a zero boost wall shot and the rebound, but he's got absolutely no business being here. Flakes is going to walk it in at the other end. Bluey's trying to get a zero boost read on the bounce. He just forgot that if he's going to do that, he has to jump in front of where the ball's going to be, not behind it. Would have worked out if he had any boost, but he had exactly zero. Good save by Bluey. A couple of dodges to keep his net clean from a 4th goal. Flakes a little bit awkward here. Bluey with a wave dash challenge. I think he's done enough. What a play by Bluey. He really is trying to make the most with not much here. Wave dash to beat Flakes to the punch, who knew that Bluey was out of boost. Did not anticipate, however, the acceleration that Bluey was capable of. Now Bluey heads up to the next play, but Flakes cuts in front of him. His turn to ball chase with almost no boost, and again going low, but this time not low enough. Bluey stays in the way of it. Bluey's definitely got more respect for Flakes' speed this game than he did in the last. He's giving Flakes a bit more space on the ball. Here comes Bluey again, looking for the rebound this time, and he's actually just found it underneath the crossbar. Surprised Flakes couldn't get a piece of it, but it was a great shot by Bluey nonetheless. Flakes pre-jumped it. Just did not realize how far across the goal Bluey was intending to go. Worried that Bluey would try and squash it in the center of the net. Didn't take long for Bluey to get back involved in the game. Seems like he does have a great matchup against Flakes. 4 wins in a row against him, and he's in the lead in the 5th game. Going to be 2 up in this best of 7 if he can close this one out. Flakes looking a bit lost here. You can't just leave a rebound for Bluey. You know he's going to go for those. Flakes will get the boost at the side of the field. Bluey sticking around though. He's going to get a chance out of this. Flakes has to make a save. Great aggression by Bluey. Creating so many chances, but it's another mind game by Flakes to equalize. The pre-jump by Bluey lets him down, not for the first time. Flakes knows that there's a good chance that Bluey doesn't stay at his near post there. If he can just get it high and fast into that general area, it's a good chance he's going to come out with a goal. And if he doesn't, then it's not exactly easy for Bluey to counter-attack from that spot. I really like that play by Flakes. He puts it across his net, or across Bluey's goal to the far post. That gives Bluey a lot more options regarding counter-attacking. Is Flakes going to look for the bump here? He might. He's actually just tried to squeeze it past Bluey. The good old bronze play from back in the day. Just center it, roll it up the wall. Bluey wave dash, but all he could do is put it into his own net. Flakes is back in the lead. A minute and 49 remaining. It was all about the boost management here. The shot, albeit weak, was too much for Bluey to catch up with. Slow and steady, Flakes is starting to get pieces of this match away from Bluey. Now, Bluey doesn't have the speed to go for a bumping play. He's going to single jump challenge, which I do like. Gives him the option to wave dash recovery. To the final 100 seconds of the match. Flakes, once again, gives the ball away to Bluey a bit too easily for my liking. Bluey can't see where Flakes is. He's tried to backflip into this one. The ball is running ahead a bit too much. Bluey off the ceiling has to make an early play because Flakes was threatening the challenge. The turnover of possession. It's back in favor of Flakes, but he has to work a bit harder for these turnovers than Bluey does. Bluey's getting a lot more freebies, which is not good if you're a Flakes fan. Flakes is just going to try and keep this in the corner. Bluey trying to fake that he doesn't have boost, but you can see he's got a little bit to work with. Now Flakes in the back corner with 100. Bluey with an early challenge. Flakes just standing in the way of him though. So far so good. With Flakes in his attempt to close out the series. Good management. The boost by Bluey there though. He tries to back Flakes up with a fake air dribble. Flakes does not get the ball to safety. And again, Bluey comes back in the final minute. We're all tied up. Flakes wanted a 50-50 so badly, but Bluey just backed up and let him hit the ball straight back to him. 30 or so seconds left. We're completely tied up. Flakes still in control in the back corner. Is he going to give Bluey an easy turnover? Is he going to try and do something difficult to save? Is he going to take any risks here? It's so unlike Flakes to take risks. He's waiting for Bluey to take himself out of the game so he can maybe have a free dribble down the center of the field. I don't know if that's going to happen though, because here comes Bluey. Just recovers on the back wall. We'll get one more chance. It's on 0 seconds this time. He's looking for Flakes. Doesn't need to find him though, because the crossbar saved it. An overtime game 2. Will we see a strong kickoff play? It's in Bluey's half, but he's got enough boost to take control. He's got to look out for the demo though, and he did well to run up the wall there. Stay out of danger. And Flakes has given Bluey a lot of space. Flake this time does go high, but not fast enough. Flakes reacts quickly. 20 seconds into overtime. Still no challenges early by Flakes. Finally puts one in, and that might be enough. Never mind, Bluey's back somehow to get the save. And he is attacking immediately. There is absolutely no hesitation from Bluey. The second he gets the ball, he will turn around and shoot towards Flakes' net. And this time, Flakes can't get back in time. It's 2-0 Bluey. He caught the wall shot as clean as you like. 114 km/h shot when it crosses the goal line. And he moves in front by 2-0 in the best of 7. It's about time for Flakes to weigh up the pros and cons of his play style. There have been moments where he's been the favorite. When it gets into the final minute of each game, Bluey just seems to be a little bit more ready, a little bit more prepared to take the necessary risks to get the job done. Flakes needs to take a few risks now. He's in a really tough spot. I don't know if many people see him winning this series if he loses another game. Bluey with a pre-jump, but this one does keep the ball at least a bit close to him, and Flakes refuses to risk a 50-50 on the goal line. I think that might just be a free shot missed. Good save by Flakes at his near post. It's moments like that that you have to just look at what Flakes is doing and think, what if he just dives in there, tries to slam it over the line? I'm sure the majority of the players in this tournament would do just that. Bluey trying to get Flakes to commit, but he's actually just going to sit on his goal line and now goes straight down the middle. This is what he wants to do. Bluey's let him do it here by giving him so much space with a very careless boost grab. Bluey's going to know exactly what went wrong there. So far, Flakes has had a kickoff goal and a counter-attack goal. And I want to see from him a goal that he creates all by himself from the midfield. Decent shot there, but not good enough. As Bluey evades danger and steps in to steal a goal just as Flakes thought he was in a safe position. All he needed there was one tiny touch on the ball to drive it up his back wall, and he would have been fine, but he decided to leave it. Will he regret that decision? It's been all unforced errors so far, apart from the first kickoff goal. Flakes looking for the pre-jump, and there's a great play that we've all been waiting for. What a flick by Flakes. We need to take another look at this one. Huge delay on the maneuver, and he gets the perfect placement. If he can just replicate that a few times, he could honestly take games and series off anybody, because the rest of his gameplay is so solid. He doesn't put too many feet wrong defensively. He's very tough to get past at times, but he needs is a little bit more confidence to go for these plays. We've seen him do it against Ixo in league play. There were so many huge plays. The only player yet to score with a turtle flick in this competition. Bluey doesn't connect with his flick. Still down by 2 with almost 2 minutes gone in the match. Now here comes Flakes again, looking for a low shot, and it's going to work out again because Bluey is way too high. And I feel like I say that quite a lot when I'm looking at Bluey's defense. Has he come off the crossbar this time? Indeed he has. I mean, it does work sometimes, but I'm not sure a ground shot is the best time to be making that pilgrimage into the goal and back out of it. Let's be kickoff goal revenge. No, because Flakes is holding on. Bluey doesn't get round the second shot as well as he needed to. He's going to have to try again from the other side. Flakes fakes a challenge. Keeps Bluey at bay for now. Bluey's just continuing to shoot from left to right. And then from the left again. Here he comes off the ceiling from the right-hand side. Crossbar would have had the save, but Flakes did as well. Now here comes Flakes with an air dribble and a flip reset. And that is what we want to see from Flakes. We know he's got it in. We've seen him do this before. And if it was only a little bit less rare, we might see him making a comeback here today. What a shot by Flakes. He had to air dribble that one into a flip reset to get it over Bluey. But he made it look easy once he got there. Flakes just whiffed a pretty easy ball though. And that's going to let Bluey back into the match. Just over half the time gone. It's a bit of a panic there by Flakes, expecting Bluey to at least equal him for speed. Going for more of a blocking touch than a hit himself. Bluey, late flip reset on the ceiling. He's got his dodge. He's going to use it to try and pinch this on the deck. Flakes was ready for it. He often is ready to challenge just about whatever his opponent is doing in offense. And now he's starting to up the aggression. I love what I'm seeing from Flakes here. He's had creativity in attack, and he's had some aggression in defense. It's going to make it a 4-goal game with 2 minutes to go. 6-2. Easily his best performance so far. Really making a series out of this one. Bluey's going to have to be careful. Defensive pre-jumps have let him down several times. Didn't really matter in the first 2 games. But look at this. Flakes has just done him again. This time with a last-second touch on the ball. Bluey thought he's missed it. He manages to backflip into it while facing the nose of his car towards his own goal. That's propelling him forwards into the ball. I think that's the first time that anybody's pulled that off in this tournament. Flakes with an early dodge. Gets the ball past Bluey, but Bluey will follow it up with a boost grab. 5 goals in it. Bluey needs to score with just about every attack right now, and it's not working. Everything he does is being answered by Flakes. It looks like a completely changed man. Flip reset by Bluey. Just going to catch the ball again on the ground. You can't fault Bluey for trying. He's trying just about everything here, but Flakes has made it quite difficult for him, and he's going to make it even more difficult for him with an 8th goal. With only a minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, it looks like Flakes is about to get his first win on the board this series. And if I'm Bluey, I don't want to reveal any secret strategies right now. I don't want to go for anything out of the ordinary. Just keep playing the way we're playing this game. And then maybe change it up in the next one. Less defensive pre-jumps. Going to go for more ground plays, perhaps. It's all very aerial focused right now, and it's not working because Flakes is not getting caught out by any of Bluey's last-second touches. He's not committing too early on many of these plays. It's like Bluey will just get 1 goal back from an early challenge. Unless he can get a lot of kickoff possession in the next 49 seconds, though. I'm not sure I could see him really making a comeback here. It would be a fantastic story if he did. He's got to score with just about every attack. Flakes is being a bit cheeky here. He's trying to stay close, but does save up enough boost to work this one in his favor. Good reaction to Bluey's attempted pinch as well. I think that's going to be game for Flakes. Pretty safe to say. He looks for the wave dash dribble out play. It's back to the drawing board for Bluey. Mainly defensively, but also in general. He doesn't want to give Flakes so many free goals. Both these players have been giving away the ball a little bit too easily at times. The difference between them is that when Flakes gives away the ball easily, he's usually still ready to defend. the incoming attack. When Bluey does it, he's usually out the game completely, and it's just an open net for Flakes, which is really quite bad news for him moving forwards. He's got still that 1-game lead, moving on into the rest of the series. Start of Game 4 will be so important. They're determining who's going to win this one. Bluey can't get a consolation goal. It's going to be Flakes, finally, getting a win on the board. Flakes has already gone one better than the last time he played against Bluey, at least in one way, and that is he's taken a game. He needs to do the same in this match, or at least the next one. He wants to give himself a chance to take the series, though. Bluey has had far more chances than Flakes to get the series locked up. It's a bit careless in Game 3, giving Flakes several free goals down the middle, and that really gave Flakes confidence to try out some of the things that maybe don't work all the time, but work enough of the time that they're worth trying. Flip resets, mind games, and that's an early challenge by Flakes, well read on Bluey's bounce dribble. He's got an advantage here as Bluey's not really able to get much pace on the ball. Tries to wave dash to get things started. Flakes is reading Bluey's defensive movement very well right now. He's not reacting to the fake challenges that Bluey's throwing in. Or at least he is reacting, but he's not reacting poorly. He's not panicking when he sees Bluey coming forward. Bluey not able to get 100 boost on spawn. It looks like it's a bit too early for him, but Flakes will be able to get what he wants. That's the first goal in the game. Another lead for Flakes. He's had the lead in every game so far, going into the final minute. This time just outside the first minute. Puts the goal in the back corner of Bluey's net. He should be able to make it 2 here. Bluey's got the world's slowest recovery after this kickoff. No way, Bluey might actually get back here, but not in time to get the ball to safety. Flakes with a top shelf shot. Doubles up. It's now 2-0. The series has been completely turned on its head. Flakes, who was a bit lost and didn't know what to do, is starting to look like the player in control of the majority of these plays. The player dictating the flow and the pace of the game. That's the way he wants it to be. He needs to keep this game at a nice controlled pace. He doesn't want to give Bluey the chance to run around at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Bluey, a late dodge, but it's a great save by Flakes. Is he going to go up for another one? He has to, because Bluey would have been threatening a backwards shot. Great goalkeeping there by Flakes to hang on to his lead for the time being. He's trying to shadow Bluey on the right side. Gets a touch on the early challenge, but Bluey's taking off reverse, and he will turn around to put in the first goal of the game for himself. And it was an early challenge that was somewhat successful by Flakes, but he didn't get enough of the ball. He didn't get it to the side. It just bounced straight into the ceiling and came down in the danger area. Still, though, a 1-goal lead. He's got 32 boosts to work with here. That's quite a lot. He's not done much with the catch, though. And taken away most of his options. And Bluey, again, on the edge of the box, takes to the air, looking for the bump. He's got it, somehow! At the last second, it looked like Bluey missed this one, but Flakes got tagged and sent into his own net. Very, very small margin for error there. Bluey did make the aerial bump count. The ball was swift to follow. We're all tied up in Game 4. Flakes needs a win here to tie up the series. Turn this best of 7 into a best of 3. Good challenge by Bluey. Getting goal side and making his car as big as possible. Run it across and go for the boost steal, but Flakes realizes what's happening and beats him to it. Not able to connect with any demo plays as they transition into Bluey's half. Flakes trying to keep control of this one. Fake challenge by Bluey at the last second. He's going to switch the play. Will he go off the wall for this? Yes, he will. Despite the fact the bounce was really quite bad there, Bluey's decided to go for it. And you've got to be kidding me. He landed a flip reset almost gets a shot on target. Might even have had a second flip reset there. It's hard to tell. Bluey, but a whiff on the wall. Does have to pre-jump a block now because Flakes is in an advantageous position. Bluey look for the pinch clear. Still Flakes threatening. Bluey dodging on his back wall. Great save. He had to get back into position not a moment later than he did to keep Flakes from scoring. And that's good evasion now by Flakes on his back wall. Both these players are looking for bumps and demos, and there is the first demo to connect. This is Flakes. Now he's got an open net, and he won't miss this one. It's a 1-goal lead for Flakes with a minute and 21 left of the clock. Bluey was trying to sneak the ball away from him, take it into space. He does love to dribble towards space when he's first taking control of the ball. He just looks to find some area of the field that's unoccupied. Flakes with a pre-jump save, and it's going straight towards Bluey's net, who is coming back just in the nick of time. A good recovery by Flakes, and he's got a minute now to run down the clock, hold on to this lead that he's given himself. He's failed to do this in game 1 and 2, but this is a really nice position, and Bluey again gets punished for being too fancy in defense. Where is he going as Flakes is dribbling the ball straight in? Bluey's trying to go for another in and out save, and I just don't know if this is the right play. He's made this idea so many times, and I just don't see it working enough. Catch by Bluey. He's hit the post though. Not that he had many options there. That was about the only way he could shoot the ball. It's going off the wall and the ceiling again. Floor pinch attempt by Bluey. Flakes spots it and backs off. Loving what I'm seeing from Flakes right now. He's playing very calculated, very composed. There's 30 seconds left for Bluey to make another comeback. 11 boosts and a dream. And it looks like that dream is fast becoming a nightmare because Flakes is really making a statement now. And he might be about to tie up this series. 2 games apiece. Bluey needed a bit more time to get that ball close enough to the net to flick it in. Flakes smelled the weakness in the water. He decided to go tackle Bluey as early as he could. Unless Bluey can score in the next few seconds, he's going to go for a pinch. It's pretty much the only way he can score quick enough to keep his dreams of a game 4 victory alive. And it just was not meant to be. Flakes looking like a changed man from game 1 and 2. He's going to go for a pinch shot himself actually, but from the ball carry these are pretty difficult. Now he will accept the 0 second, and he's going to accept as well gladly the tie series. A lot of you might have seen it coming. There's the car change for Bluey. We got at most 3 games left. Somebody's tournament life is going to end today. Bluey brings out the Dominus. The car changes have been working well for him, but it's not going to be a good start, or is it? Somehow Flakes has missed the open net after putting it almost on target over the top of Bluey's challenge. Bluey gets away with another early lead for Flakes. This time he's gonna have to stop Flakes coming at him straight down the middle, but that's nervous from Flakes. You can see now the open net miss has got inside his own head a little bit, but Bluey's just hit the ball straight up in the air into the ceiling. Incredibly easy turnovers for these guys. Free pickups almost after some very, very lackluster offense. Now Flakes looking for another open net. I think he's just missed it again. Indeed he has, and the pull shot clear by Bluey keeps us tied up. Flakes is so nervous right now. Bluey will punish, and it could so easily be 2-0 for Flakes. Instead, it's 1-0 in favor of Bluey. What is Flakes doing so far in this game? 2 open net misses, and perhaps the weakest challenge I have ever seen in my life. He just drives up to Bluey and then says, nah, never mind. Yeah, you can just flick it over me. I'm not interested in challenging. Don't worry about it. Have one on me. or have 3 on me. 2 open net misses, and then the free goal. Bluey, freestyle air dribble. He's just caught this one on the ground. Flakes making a run to the midfield for boost. He needs to be careful leaving his net open like that. He's going to get another chance to establish a dribble in the midfield. He's switched over to Bluey's weak side now. Going low again. I'd like to see a bit more power on that shot. Although I don't disagree with them aiming low, as Bluey could have easily pre-jumped over that. It's not a terrible idea. He's getting a lot of chances early in the 5th game. Another wave dash dribble, but this time he can't connect with the shot after the setup is completed. And Flakes is sticking around. He's making this a bit awkward for Bluey, who does deal with the back wall defense quite well. And there's Flakes in a bit of trouble. He's only got 11 boosts here. Bluey doesn't get him to stay on his goal line though, as I'm sure he would have liked. Let's look for another 50-50 out of an air dribble, because first touch didn't enable him to go on target. Flakes with a long shot. That might dip in. Indeed it will. Flakes ties the game up with a great shot from distance. Air rolling underneath the ball to get that extra bit of power. Bluey, he really knew the shot was possible. He was running back, but not fast enough. Bluey going to the side, looking for small boost pads here. Gets a couple, and the air roll shot will be good enough to get past Flakes, who was carelessly picking up 100 boosts in the corner. Did Flakes anticipate Bluey turning that early? I don't think so. He might have expected Bluey to go all the way to the side of the field, get the 100 boost pad, look for a wall play. But Bluey's boost management is usually quite good. You can't give him that much space. I think Flakes has gone and done it again. Bluey makes it 3-1. And with this game having so many chances but so few goals, it's creeping away from Flakes, who does look very, very nervous right now. Many uncharacteristic misplays. It's a good dodge by Bluey. He realized he could win the race to that boost ever so slightly. Flakes with a good challenge. The ball might just bounce on target here. I think Flakes is just going to make sure. He doesn't want to give it or leave it up to chance this time. That's a very nice challenge though by Flakes. He's blocking pretty much everything that Bluey had at his disposal there. Even a mind game wouldn't have worked. Now Bluey's failed his kickoff. Flakes puts it into the post. I don't think he realized Bluey was that out of position after he failed to dodge twice. There's actually a goal by Flakes. It's just gone in. He would have had it on the follow-up, but he doesn't have to. The ball's actually finding its way into the corners. Not a good dodge by Bluey this time. See there, he's dodging to the right even though the ball's to his left. And that does allow Flakes to win a 50-50 at a crucial moment in the series. This could be the most important game off this best of 7. Bluey actually with a pretty good landing there. He's smashed his face off a wall, but it works out. The aggression for Bluey continues. He's looking for an impossible pinch, almost gets it. That would have been outstanding by Bluey. He's got to look out though, because Flakes is straight away going on the counter-attack. Good goalkeeping by Bluey, but he's got no boost. He's put himself in such an awkward spot. Somehow he holds on. He's now backwards, and he's going to continue being backwards for quite a long time. When is Bluey going to decide to go and get boost? Because he's really struggling here to keep up with Flakes. He does just enough again. And I think finally he'll be able to grab 100 boost and play the way that we're more used to seeing from him. He's just challenging everything at the moment. Flakes makes a soft first touch and then pops it over one of these challenges. That'll surely be a goal. Bluey landing backwards and flicking the ball high over the net. Flakes gets it past him in the midfield. There it is. His soft first touch was all he needed. And that's the danger of challenging so early. If your opponent makes a soft first touch and then follows it up with another one straight away, you are out the game. Bluey is fast on his way to being out of this series if he can't pull himself together, start to mix up his defense a little bit more. So he is becoming a bit predictable. There's another pre-jump. Flakes is going to wave dash dribble it to the left of the goal. All he wants right now is for Bluey to not be able to touch the ball. If he can run the ball around the field for another 30 seconds, he'll have done enough to take game 3, the 3rd in a row. He's gone for a shot, and that's actually going to give Bluey a turnover of possession. Bluey Could not quite grab the 100 boost, and Flakes sticks around. He's making this very difficult for Bluey. Bluey has to go straight back to his goal with no boost again. That could just be enough time for Flakes to run the ball around and refuse Bluey any chances. He's got to just hit the ball one more time. Oh my goodness, Flakes made that a little bit closer than it had to be, but he does get the job done, albeit barely. And he's on match point in the series. This is it now for Bluey. He is facing elimination. After such a promising start to this tournament, it's all gone wrong. He's back in the octane, and it's still going wrong. Flakes with the first goal. Getting in the way of the ball on kickoff. And recovering it after the fact to make it a 1-goal lead. Another kickoff win for Flakes. Bluey needs to keep his composure here. Needs to try and avoid these pre-jumps in defense that have been causing him so many problems. This time he does stay grounded and easily save what Flakes has for him. Much more venomous flick by Bluey, but Flakes also able to get the stop. You know, when you consider the average shot quality that Flakes is sending towards Bluey's net in this series, you've got to think that pre-jumping as often as Bluey is just not a good idea. Going for a low 50-50. He does somehow get the ball past. What a play by Bluey. As he post pitches it in. Great aerial control to keep the ball alive, to keep the play alive, and also prevent it from launching away to one of the sides. We're all tied up. Bluey looking for a pinch shot. He's way too close to the goal though, I think, to be scoring that the majority of the time. Now here comes Flakes again. He's got another pre-jump. This time a late flick will go over the top. And so far so good for Bluey defensively. He's not jumping too early. He's not trying to be too fancy with his approach. He's just relying on his reaction time and his mechanics to get the job done. And when you've got those two things in such abundance as Bluey does, I do think that's a good idea. Flakes does get it past him though. Where's Bluey? Nowhere to be seen, but Flakes kind of fumbles the open net again. 3 boosts for Bluey. He doesn't want to get this ball to roll straight into Flakes while his car is in the middle of a dodge. Flakes switches over to the weak side of Bluey again, and he will get the flick over the top. And this is all about the setup for Flakes. When he runs the ball into the open field here, he kind of forces Bluey into a challenge. And it's that same strategy that he benefited from in Game 5. Soft first touch, followed up by an immediate flick over the top of the challenge. Bluey continues to challenge at as early as possible convenience. Needs to maybe throw in a couple of fakes. Flakes has outplayed Bluey in the back corner now. Gets the boost away from him. He's really starting to frustrate Bluey now. He's getting inside his head a little bit, almost sneaking in a long shot. That was almost fairy peak-esque there. He spots an opening. Bluey with a nice recovery. He's actually managed to get the ball past Flakes very early. And Flakes with an unfortunate own goal to tie things up. He'll be kicking himself for taking himself out of the game, but what do you do in this position? He's trying to scramble back and get between Bluey and the ball, stop him from getting the open net finish. But Bluey bumps him into it, and I make that an own goal pull shot. Flakes with the mind game from the air. Bluey with a save, but not the best clear on the ball. Flakes is going to keep popping this one high, keep Bluey away from it, and he's got another open net. He's hit the slowest shot you can imagine though, and somehow Bluey is still alive in Game 5, or Game 6, sorry, for a bump on Flakes, who does well to dodge over him. Now it's Bluey he needs to play with utmost care, and he has not done anything of the sort. And he's chosen the riskiest place to force a 50-50. there's anywhere that you want to be playing your safest card possible, it's when you're in your opponent's offensive corner. He's just not done that. Half flip challenge to try and take control, but Flakes continues to dictate where this match is going to be played, where this series is going. Now Bluey goes for a bump, and I think he's actually just caught Flakes mid-air again. And it's awkward, it's not conventional. It's definitely not entirely safe. But Bluey is making this as close as he could. Just a hair away from missing, but he makes contact. He does enough. Not for the first time. 1 minute and 50 seconds, and Bluey's now the one in control. And he's got a fake onto Flakes from close range. What is happening? Flakes looked like he was in control, but now he's playing Bluey's game. And it's not going well for him. Mind game by Bluey to take the lead in Game 6. There's 1 minute and 40 left, and the kickoffs are starting to work in Bluey's favor. Wave dash shot. Gets Flakes into the air. Bluey's got the boost steal. Flakes has been saving up a lot of boost though. This is some great boost management by him. He does not have the best clear ball though, and Bluey's shot being weak is the only thing that saves him. Flakes with another long shot. He tries to catch Bluey off guard. Bluey just gets enough of it to keep it out the net, but Flakes is there. Another great shot selection by Flakes. And Bluey gave it a little bit too much respect. He flies in front of it, and he just could not get it clear to the side. It's Flakes on the cusp of winning the series. Wave dash kickoff goal, takes the lead again. And Bluey's got it all to do. 1 minute and 13 seconds to find a goal. And his only reward would be overtime if he can do that. The ball's in Flakes' control again. What is Bluey going to do? So all Flakes wants right now is soft first touches, that he can flick it if Bluey does challenge, and continue dribbling if he doesn't. He has ended up giving Bluey another chance though, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Flakes fan. Side flip flick by Bluey. Saved by Flakes. Bluey turning early here. Flakes has decided to give him space, and here comes the bump attempt by Bluey. Flakes has managed to outplay him. He avoids the bump, and he runs in the open net. This time it's Flakes who comes out on top in the mind game battle. And all he had to do was not much at all. He stayed on the ground. Bluey's punished for not getting that extra touch on the ball before looking for the aerial bump. Flakes didn't have to move. He didn't have to save the ball. At least not for a while. Flakes looking for fake challenges. Bluey doesn't even put a shot on net. He's a bit lost for what to do at the moment. And unless he can figure something out right now, it's going to be all over. He's trying everything he can to surprise Flakes, but right now, Flakes has got him figured out. Bluey still needs 2 goals. 10 seconds to do it. That flick is over the top, and it is into the net. And there is hope for Bluey in round 1. He needs kick-off possession pretty badly though. And I don't know if he's going to get it. Flakes has done pretty well here. Bluey's got no boost left. He will get one more chance, but he's got 8 boost and a flick attempt. It's just not quite enough. And now Flakes is on the verge of winning, and he does win with 4 games in a row. And that is the end of Bluey's tournament. Flakes has hit a good run of form at the perfect time and gets his revenge on Bluey, who swept him during league play. It's a shame that we won't see any more of Bluey this tournament. The Gauntlet was just a little bit too savage for him to handle. His silver lining is that he goes home $100 better off thanks to his 2 wins during league play, and has no doubt gained a ton of respect after going toe-to-toe with Europe's best 1v1 players over the last 4 weeks. And we certainly won't forget that many of the best plays of the tournament so far were made by the young Englishman. Come back tomorrow to see if Flakes can keep up his winning ways. Waiting for him in round 2 of the Gauntlet is OSM, who he was able to beat 3-1 during league play. The winner of that match will take on Cuxer 97 the following day, and so on until the final boss, Fairy Peak. So that's all for day 29 of the Mannfield Night 5K. Thanks as always for watching, and see you tomorrow for Flakes versus OSM. This is it now for Bluey. He is facing elimination. After such a promising start to this tournament, it's all gone wrong. He's back in the Octane, and it's still going wrong. Flakes with the first goal. Getting in the way of the ball on kickoff. And recovering it after the fact to make it a 1-goal lead. Another kickoff win for Flakes. Bluey needs to keep his composure here. Needs to try and avoid these pre-jumps in defense that have been causing him so many problems. This time he does stay grounded and easily save what Flakes has for him. Much more venomous flick by Bluey, but Flakes also able to get the stop. You know, when you consider the average shot quality that Flakes is sending towards Bluey's net in this series, you've got to think that pre-jumping as often as Bluey is just not a good idea. Going for a low 50-50. He does somehow get the ball past. What a play by Bluey. As he post pitches it in. Great aerial control to keep the ball alive, to keep the play alive, and also prevent it from launching away to one of the sides. We're all tied up. Bluey looking for a pinch shot. He's way too close to the goal though, I think, to be scoring that the majority of the time. Now here comes Flakes again. He's got another pre-jump. This time a late flick will go over the top. And so far so good for Bluey defensively. He's not jumping too early. He's not trying to be too fancy with his approach. He's just relying on his reaction time and his mechanics to get the job done. And when you've got those two things in such abundance as Bluey does, I do think that's a good idea. Flakes does get it past him though. Where's Bluey? Nowhere to be seen, but Flakes kind of fumbles the open net again. 3 boosts for Bluey. He doesn't want to get this ball to roll straight into Flakes while his car is in the middle of a dodge. Flakes switches over to the weak side of Bluey again, and he will get the flick over the top. And this is all about the setup for Flakes. When he runs the ball into the open field here, he kind of forces Bluey into a challenge. And it's that same strategy that he benefited from in game 5. Soft first touch, followed up by an immediate flick over the top of the challenge. Bluey continues to challenge at as early as possible convenience. Needs to maybe throw in a couple of fakes. Flakes has outplayed Bluey in the back corner now. Gets the boost away from him. He's really starting to frustrate Bluey now. He's getting inside his head a little bit, almost sneaking in a long shot. That was almost Fairy Peak-esque there. He spots an opening. Bluey with a nice recovery. He's actually managed to get the ball past Flakes very early. And Flakes with an unfortunate own goal to tie things up. He'll be kicking himself for taking himself out of the game, but what do you do in this position? He's trying to scramble back and get between Bluey and the ball, stop him from getting the open net finish. But Bluey bumps him into it, and I make that an own goal pull shot. Flakes with the mind game from the air. Bluey with a save, but not the best clear on the ball. Flakes is going to keep popping this one high, keep Bluey away from it, and he's got another open net. He's hit the slowest shot you can imagine though. And somehow Bluey is still alive in game 5, or game 6, sorry. Looking for a bump on Flakes, who does well to dodge over him. Now it's Bluey, he needs to play with utmost care, and he has not done anything of the sort. And he's chosen the riskiest place to force a 50-50. If there's anywhere that you want to be playing Your safest card possible is when you're in your opponent's offensive corner. He's just not done that. Half flip challenge to try and take control, but Flakes continues to dictate where this match is going to be played, where this series is going. Now Bluey goes for a bump, and I think he's actually just caught Flakes mid-air again. And it's awkward, it's not conventional. It's definitely not entirely safe. But Bluey is making this as close as he could. Just a hair away from missing, but he makes contact. He does enough, not for the first time. 1 minute and 50 seconds, and Bluey's now the one in control. And he's got a fake onto Flakes from close range. What is happening? Flakes looked like he was in control, but now he's playing Bluey's game. And it's not going well for him. Mind game by Bluey to take the lead in Game 6. There's 1 minute and 40 left, and the kickoffs are starting to work in Bluey's favor. Wave dash shot. Gets Flakes into the air. Bluey's got the boost steal. Flakes has been saving up a lot of boost though. This is some great boost management by him. He does not have the best clear ball though, and Bluey's shot, being weak, is the only thing that saves him. Flakes with another long shot. He tries to catch Bluey off guard. Bluey just gets enough of it to keep it out the net, but Flakes is there. Another great shot selection by Flakes. And Bluey gave it a little bit too much respect. He flies in front of it, and he just could not get it clear to the side. It's Flakes on the cusp of winning the series. Wave dash kickoff goal, takes the lead again. And Bluey's got it all to do. 1 minute and 13 seconds to find a goal. And his only reward would be overtime if he can do that. The ball's in Flakes' control again. What is Bluey going to do? So all Flakes wants right now is soft first touches, that he can flick it if Bluey does challenge, and continue dribbling if he doesn't. He has ended up giving Bluey another chance though, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Flakes fan. Side flip flick by Bluey. Saved by Flakes. Bluey turning early here. Flakes has decided to give him space, and here comes the bump attempt by Bluey. Flakes has managed to outplay him. He avoids the bump, and he runs in the open net. This time it's Flakes who comes out on top in the mind game battle. And all he had to do was not much at all. He stayed on the ground. Bluey's punished for not getting that extra touch on the ball before looking for the aerial bump. Flakes didn't have to move. He didn't have to save the ball. At least not for a while. Flakes looking for fake challenges. Bluey doesn't even put a shot on net. He's a bit lost for what to do at the moment. And unless he can figure something out right now, it's going to be all over. He's trying everything he can to surprise Flakes, but right now, Flakes has got him figured out. Bluey still needs 2 goals. 10 seconds to do it. That flick is over the top, and it is into the net. And there is hope for Bluey in round 1. He needs kick-off possession pretty badly though. And I don't know if he's going to get it. Flakes has done pretty well here. Bluey's got no boost left. He will get one more chance, but he's got 8 boost and a flick attempt. It's just not quite enough. And now Flakes is on the verge of winning, and he does win with 4 games in a row. And that is the end of Bluey's tournament.